Finally. After what felt like decades, the manga returns, and I was hyped for this. I also want to say a massive thank you for 100 subs that we hit the other day. I'm shocked that 100 of you want to listen to me, but I'm grateful for it. All that being said, let's get right on into chapter 374. Just a heads up, the translations I'm using are quite poor, and the better ones will be releasing sometime in the near future, but I'll link the current source I'm using in the description. We open just before we left off the last chapter as the Kushan force prepares to embark upon Roderick's ship with a shockingly large number that completely surrounds the main cast. Using some quick maneuvering, Isidro and Serpico escape to the lower deck in order to find Farnese and the others, Isidro even getting a lovely kick in on one of the Kushan before they realise they are locked out of the ship's interior. Everyone is captured due to the swarming amount of Kushan, but then they make a fatal error. Entering an eerily dark storage room, do the unlucky soldiers stumble upon a man who has recently lost it all. As they cautiously surround Guts, he opens his eye for a split second before closing again and seemingly passes out, and the Kushans operate quickly, getting ready to chain him up. However, this is Guts here, not some lowly merc. From my interpretation, the black blur and the chains being smashed means that Guts gets up and fights, evading capture by most likely bodying the soldiers in one foul swing. Next, we visit Roderick as he attempts to compromise with the Kushan, however he does not speak their language and they don't understand him, and Roderick begins to question their motives, as it does seem odd that with such a large force they didn't attack until now, and theorizes that an alternative motive could be at play. We see next in the mist the Tapasa and Salat watching over the invasion, meaning they are now in the same place as Guts, who is shown by a single frame taking steps to the light, most likely about to join the battle. It is a setup chapter after all, and this walking into the bright wisps is very reminiscent of his departure back in chapter 94, where he walked into the darkness, so this could be a subtle symbolism that he is coming out of his place of darkness, where he resided for the past few chapters, in order to protect those he values now. And we can't forget about the final page, as in his cool Kushan gear, a blonde boy from Midland, yes, RICKERT is back. We haven't seen him for a while, but clearly he's joined forces for now with Salat and the Kushans, and we will most likely see him reconnect with Guts in the next few chapters. Overall, it's still a setup chapter, and it gave us some plot movement as Guts is now up and at it again. At least Salat and RICKERT's locations have been confirmed, and we now know that no one is going to die most likely, as Salat is a decent guy. One question I do have is with the eyes of the soldiers, like why are they completely white? It is odd and must. I thought it could be an artistic choice to show their difference at first. The Kushans in other chapters don't seem to have the same design, so it does seem out of place to change them at this stage. I did think it could possibly be some form of mind control at first, but they don't seem to be controlled by anyone, so I'm really not sure. Anyways, that sums everything up for this video. I've no clue when the next chapter is going to be out, but I will cover it whenever it is, and until next time, have a good one. Peace.